It has been said that imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. In today's sewing tutorial, we'll walk through the construction steps for the Secret Garden Ensemble. This pattern was specifically inspired by the Club Grace subscription outfit of the month put out by the Virtual Doll Convention. Today we'll be recreating that ensemble with those specific details and that beautiful silhouette. Let's go ahead and get started. We'll start our tutorial today with the construction of the Secret Garden skirt. It includes the following pieces. We have the front panel of the skirt, the side front, the back of the skirt, and the waistband. In order to start the construction, we'll take the side front sections, place it to the front panel, and sew those seams. We'll grab our back sections, place it right sides together to the front, and sew those side seams. With all of our seams pressed open, I'm going to run an overlock stitch at the left and right back opening. I'm going to do that also at the hemline because hemming the skirt is the next step. With our overlock stitches in place, we'll turn up the hem edge of the skirt 1/4 of an inch, give it a press, and then top stitch it. With our hem in place, we'll run 2 gathering stitches at the waist edge of the skirt. You'll turn one long edge of the waistband up 1/4 of an inch and give it a press. Next, you'll find the center of the waistband and the center of the skirt panels. Pull the gathers to meet them, place them right sides together, and pin them in place. With our seam allowance pressed up and the lower gathering stitch removed, we'll take the left back opening and turn it in 1/4 of an inch. Then we'll take the folded edge of the waistband and fold it to the inside of the skirt and give it a press. At this stage, you can either hand finish that folded edge to the seam or top stitch at your machine. For the raw edge of the waistband on the right side, you can add a little bit of freight check or run a few zigzag stitches to secure that edge. With the waistband attached, we'll place the skirt right sides together and sew the center back seam from the hem edge to the dot as indicated on the pattern. We'll get a fit to our doll, mark the placement for the snap, and get the snap sewn in place. With our underskirt constructed, we'll turn our attention to the overdress. These are the pieces that we'll be using to construct it. We have the side front and front, the back and side back, the sleeve, sleeve flounce, and sleeve lining. Then the overdress skirt consists just of 2 side front pieces and the back piece. To start the construction, we'll grab our bodice pieces and take some small clips in towards the curved edges. With right sides together, we'll place the side front sections to the fronts and get those seams sewn in place. Before adding the side back sections to the back, we're going to add our loops for the laces. You do this by adding your 1/8 inch satin ribbon and cutting 10 1-inch pieces. With your satin ribbon strips cut, you'll fold each piece in half, and referring back to the pattern piece, you'll place them on the center back section and then get them basted in place. With our loop sewn in place, we'll grab our side back sections, place it right sides together to the back, and get those seams sewn. With the back seams pressed open, we'll grab our front sections, place it right sides together, and sew the shoulder seams. Next, we'll grab our sleeve flounce, attach lace to the hem edge, and then run a gathering stitch along the opposite side. We'll press the seam allowance up and top stitch along the edge of the lace. We'll pull the gathers along the top edge of the flounce to fit the bottom of the sleeve. With the flounce sewn in place, we'll add a gathering stitch around both sleeve caps. You'll pull the gathers on both sleeve caps to fit the armhole openings of the bodice, place the sleeves right sides together, and get them sewn in place. With our sleeves sewn in place, we'll place the front and back sections together and sew the side seams. With the sleeves installed, I've completed the lining pieces to the overdress bodice in the exact same steps with a little bit of variation to the sleeve. In this case, I just serged the end of the sleeve, which you can also hem, and I turned up the waist edge of the lining 1/4 of an inch and gave it a press. Now I'm going to place the lining to the bodice with right sides together, sew up both front openings and around the neckline. After carefully checking both sides, you'll clip and trim in towards that seam allowance, turn the lining to the inside, and press the front edge. Next, we'll grab the overdress skirt sections. We'll place the fronts to the backs with right sides together and sew the side seams, both on the exterior portion of the skirt as well as the lining. With the seams pressed open, you'll place right sides together, the lining to the skirt, and sew all the way around the outer edge, leaving the waist edge unsewn. You'll trim down the seam allowance, turn the lining to the inside, and press the hem edge. With the skirt assembly pressed, we'll run 2 rows of gathering stitches along the waist edge. You'll pull both of those gathering stitches to match the waist edge of the bodice, matching the side seams. The finished edge of the front of the overskirt will also line up with the finished edge of the front of the bodice. With the seam allowance pressed up, you can grab your needle and thread and hand finish the folded edge of the lining to the waist seam. I'll tie off that thread, get a fit to the doll over the underskirt, and mark the placement for the snaps. With our snaps installed, we'll grab our satin ribbon one more time. We'll cut a long strip and we'll lace up through the loops at the back of the bodice. Let's grab our gray stall, get the overdress on, and get those final photographs. Grace will certainly turn heads and challenge even the most beautiful flowers for attention as she promenades through the secret garden. Thank you guys so much for your time and for watching. I invite you to hit that like and subscribe button, post your questions in the description below, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.